Hello, and thank you for taking the time to consider this business idea. If you are watching this presentation, you understand that it is for your eyes only. Business idea takes a new approach to health care in our society. The idea of health care in our society has been focused on the treatment rather than the prevention of illnesses for centuries. Americans spend trillions of dollars in medical care and health insurance and pharmaceuticals. Our medical doctors today are not concerned about curing a disease, but in the relief of symptoms due to an illness. This results in continued dependence on pharmaceuticals and all the over-the-counter remedies. Organic Medi-Juicing will focus on the prevention of illnesses using organic juices and natural healing alternatives. We will use the science of nutrition to solve the health care issues rather than relying on the age-old habit of focusing on symptoms rather than solutions. Our mission statement forms the foundation by which we operate. It is what we believe and what we desire the most. A healthy society is a happy society in many ways, including financially. It is time our society focused on health rather than on illness, on the cause rather than on the effect. I am Dr. Almendarez, and this idea brings together a family of like-minded professionals. Together, we will work as a team to make the dream a reality. The fourth part of the team, the nutritionist, is yet to be announced. The demand for organic foods has exploded in all the various demographics. However, only a few farmers in Texas grow organic fruits or vegetables. This means that the demand greatly outweighs the supply. This results in higher prices for organic foods. There are over 40 million baby boomers reaching retirement age and looking for ways to stay young and healthy. 35% of Gen Xers purchase organic with their cook and share culture. But the biggest market for organic foods are millennials, with 52% of them preferring USDA organic foods and willing to pay the extra price. They are eco-conscious, caring about the process and how it affects the environment. Our business model begins with the farming of USDA-certified organic fruits and vegetables. Our farming operations will be our primary supply chain. We will only grow the produce most used in our juice bars and relying on the demand from various drinks. The farming operation can be altered to grow produce that reflects the demand. We expect that 3 greenhouses will be sufficient to supply a juice bar with more than enough fruits and vegetables to maintain demand at the beginning. However, if demand increases dramatically, new greenhouses can be installed to fill the demand. In the interim, our juice bars can be supplied by local USDA organic farmers. If the demand increases beyond our capacity, we believe that it will encourage local farmers to begin growing organic foods. Our greenhouses will be operated using solar power for a few reasons. Solar power is eco-friendly, and greenhouses can be set up in rural areas where land is cheaper and where communities need economic development. The greenhouse will create jobs to people in the rural neighborhoods. The jobs will require training and education in organic methods and in greenhouse operations. Organic Medi-Juicing farming units will provide the supplies needed to operate a successful juice bar. Farming operations will never be more than 20 miles from the juice bars. This saves on logistical costs. The byproducts produced in the juicing bar are then used as organic compost to continue the organic cycle of growth. Additionally, the farming operations can operate a rural organic farmers market as an outlet for overproduction or a dip in demand for juices. The juicing bar will provide healthy juice recipes and alternative plant medicine to the public. Juice bars will be located in shopping strips and or fast food and restaurant zones, but always in close proximity to the farming units. The property that the juice bars will sit on will either be owned by OMJ or leased by a juice bar franchisee. Another option would be for OMJ to purchase the land on which franchisees will lease. The juice bar will have the appearance of a health food outlet, although only with natural remedies. Small displays of fresh fruits and vegetables will be available in the store, but much of the rest of the place will have an apothecary of medicinal plants and herbs and some health snacks. Additionally, an alkaline water dispenser will be installed in the juice bar. Recent studies have shown that alkaline water may have blood viscosity effects that help people with high blood pressure, diabetes, and high cholesterol. In another area of the juice bar, the business takes on a consultative environment around the nutritionist's office. It will have a waiting area, much like a clinic. The nutritionist will meet with customers who seek advice on what juices and medicinal plants to use on their ailments. This will in no way replace a doctor's consultation. We will ask all customers to consult with their medical professional before taking on any changes in their diets. Nevertheless, the nutritionist will make recommendations, but in order to maintain a clinical environment, the juice bar operation must maintain fastidious cleanliness. In the juicing area, extra added care must be taken in handling fruits and vegetables and maintaining a super clean environment. All baristas must wear masks, hairnets, and gloves, and a quality control manager will ensure that all produce and juices are handled with the utmost care. All drinks will be made to adhere to strict guidelines to match the offering in our menu. Most juices will be sold as a drive-through service only. There is no need to maintain a dining area, only a retail area, and the nutritionist office with the waiting area. The people working for us at the juice bar will consist of a juice bar business manager. This manager will be in charge of the baristas and their training, along with all the other responsibilities of a business manager. He or she will also be required to be certified with a Reboot with Joe certification from Joe Cross Juicing. The nutritionist will act as an organic juice consultant and should also be a specialist in medicinal plants through a certification available from Cornell University. In essence, the nutritionist will make juice or medicinal plant prescriptions for customers. Baristas must be certified with a USDA in handling organic fruits and vegetables. They will also be certified with Joe Cross and have a knowledge of the healing properties of certain organic produce. Lastly, they will be trained in the proper use of commercial juicers and the juicing process. Organic Medi-Juicing takes advantage of the complete cycle of the organic juicing business from farming to retailing. This gives us the advantage of having a more efficient supply chain. The proximity of juice bars to the farming operations reduces logistical costs and will result in more flexibility in pricing. Making a small ecological footstep while promoting a healthy society is socially, morally, and fiscally responsible. Relying primarily on solar power to operate greenhouses reflects a socially responsible organization. Natural crop rotation with fertilization in organic farming enhances its positive effects on the environment. Additionally, operating greenhouse farming in rural areas adds to the economic development of the area and encourages organic farming by creating a demand. We expect to carry out expansion plans through juice bar franchises. However, OMJ will maintain control of the organic farming units built for the franchise juice bar. As in any franchise, we expect franchisees to maintain uniformity and consistency. Ideas for new recipes are welcomed, but must be approved by OMJ. In essence, franchisees must operate in the same way OMJ operates. That includes the high standards of cleanliness. Along with all the conditions attached to purchasing a franchise, OMJ farming units must be the primary supply. And if certain produce is unavailable, franchisees should seek a secondary supply from local farmers, thereby continuing to promote organic farming. The overwhelming demand for organic juicing that OMJ expects to increase and dominate will inevitably attract competitors. New entrants will have quite a few challenges, including time and resources. It takes time to create a supply source through farming, and will have to rely on external supply chains. This increases logistical costs, and thus increasing the price of the final product to the consumer. If a competitor decides to attempt organic farming, the challenges of growing organic under USDA regulations for growing, storing, and handling organic fruits and vegetables can be obstacles if the company is not prepared. Nevertheless, emerging competitors seeking a niche in the market will challenge us. However, we will have first mover advantage. In the future, OMJ farming operations may one day supply our competitors. Our 5-year plan is to saturate the organic juicing market in Texas. This can happen quickly using franchising as the vehicle and establish a presence in every major city in Texas. After that, we will think about expanding franchises to smaller communities. We want to eventually become the national leader in organic juicing and natural healing. We hope that someday our society will eventually shift its beliefs from the age-old treatment of symptoms to the prevention of illnesses. We believe that a healthy society is a sane society. We expect to harvest or present an IPO once our franchises have reached national status. Training people in the proper operations of a greenhouse will require hiring a professional with experience. He or she will be involved in training our growers and helping them earn their organic grower certification from the USDA. The nutritionist represents the consultative side of the business and requires a highly trained professional. He or she will be the expert in the healing properties of organic fruits and vegetables. This professional must also be certified as a medicinal plant specialist. Cornell University offers a professional certificate. Baristas must undergo training for USDA certification in organic food handling. They will be responsible for learning the health benefits of each drink and completing the Reboot with Joe certification. Every business venture carries risks. However, most of these can be mitigated by anticipating the challenges before they occur. Crop yield depends on the proficiency of the farmers. Greenhouse low yield is separated from outside weather conditions. The problem will be in the science. However, when this occurs, we will seek external suppliers to supplement the juice bar operations. This will increase the cost temporarily until OMJ farmers work out the science. Another risk we take is by creating a clinical environment that may be construed as a replacement to medical doctor visits. All customers consulting with a nutritionist will be instructed to first get the advice of their doctors so we can avoid any possible legal issues. The rewards, however, are 100-fold. The organic market is a billion-dollar industry, and while the juicing business has blossomed in other states, Texas has lagged behind due to the lack of organic farmers. OMJ will be a juicing business that grows its own organic produce and focuses on the health benefits of each drink. We hope that this will reduce our society's reliance on pharmaceuticals, and since less doctor visits save money, it would result in increased market share. Focusing on prevention rather than treatment is a new approach to healthcare and results in a significant social impact. Healthy people require less visits to the doctor, and thus not having to rely on health insurance or on government assistance. One of our key issues is time. It will take at least 2 years to have 3 greenhouses in full production. Some of the things to consider is the training of greenhouse personnel. This will require a greenhouse consultant who will conduct the initial training. The construction of 3 greenhouses with a solar panel array will take a few months as well. The USDA requires intense training on organic farming for certification. The greenhouse farming manager, along with all the other employees, must undergo this training. This will, of course, delay juice bar openings. We can use that time to get the juice bar manager certified and to train all baristas and have them all USDA certified. These are just some of the drinks that will be available on our menu. Take a little time to look them over. As you can see, the drinks are focused on the healing properties of the juices. Although the drinks on the pictures look to be 11 ounce, they will all be 16 ounce. The financial plan presumes a turnkey investment that finances the entire startup. We estimate the value of the company at around $50 million. We seek a full turnkey investor to finance the entire startup for 10% equity. Thank you for considering OMJ as a viable business investment. As a reminder, this presentation should not be shared with anyone. It is for your eyes only. If you are interested in getting more details, I will be glad to send you a full business plan. Thank you for your time.